Welcome to the final sections 6 and 7 of our literary analysis essay workshop. In this section, we'll briefly go over how to gather the pieces of your work that you've completed and compose them in a final essay. In section 7, I'll show you how to use the digital tools for evaluating your peers' essays. I'm Jenny Walker from DigiGoods and Printables ELA, and if you've stumbled on this video on YouTube, you can find the essay workshop in the description. Let's get started. Congratulations! You've made it through all of the steps to crafting an outstanding essay. Now all you have to do is put all of the paragraphs together and edit and revise. You'll be able to scroll back through the slides and grab your completed paragraphs to paste on the notebook below. Here's a tip. The finished paragraph slides are the ones with the big stars, such as the one you see here, so they're easy to spot. You'll use this digital notebook to compose your full essay. No worries, you don't have to retype, you just have to scroll back through and grab your paragraphs. But first, let me show you how to add a title. This is word art, and all you have to do is double click it, and you can type in the box to add your own title. You can use this, then you'll just want to scoot it over to make it nice and evenly lined up. Then you'll double click the second one to add your name. Now let me show you how to collect and copy and paste your paragraphs. You're going to scroll all the way back up through the slide deck where you composed your introductory paragraph. This will be found in section 2 and roughly around slide 20. You'll highlight all the text that you've written, right click, and then select copy. If you're using the key functions, you can also hit Control C or Control V or Command C, depending on what type of computer you're using. Then you're going to scroll all the way back down to this notebook slide, put your cursor in the text box, and right click and hit Paste or Control V or Command V. Let me grab a paragraph and show you how it's done. I'm scrolling back up to slide 20, and here we are. So here's my completed paragraph. I'm going to highlight all of the text, and I'm going to hit Control C, or I might just hit Copy. And now I'm going to go back down to my notebook and paste. So that's my first paragraph. Now let me grab the second paragraph. This will be my first body paragraph. Here we go. Once again, I'm just going to repeat the process. You got to make sure you get your cursor just right, and you want to get every bit of your typing. That way you don't miss any on accident, because then your essay is not going to make sense. Copy. Back to my paragraph or my notebook. I'm going to put my cursor at the end of the first paragraph and hit return. That way I'll have a space between my paragraphs. I'm going to hit Control V. And notice that I have some text that's spilling over. So I'm going to grab part of this paragraph, highlight all the way to the bottom. I'm going to copy, hit copy, but I'm also going to delete it from here. Then I'm going to go, I'm going to go up to the next page, and I'm going to hit Control V and paste it. Now I have part of my paragraph on the second page. Your teacher might ask you to indent your paragraphs, or maybe not. Just follow the instructions of however your teacher would like for you to format this essay. Now, once you get all of your essay, you might notice that you have too much and it doesn't fit. You can adjust the font, but I suggest that you not go any smaller than an 11 or 12. Also, you'll have another page, another notebook just like this one below, so you can paste some of your essay in the pages below, and you can even duplicate this slide to have as much room as you want. So there's no need to cram all of your essay onto one slide. Just make sure that when you're finished, you get it all lined up and everything is formatted nicely. After you have finished formatting your essay, then you're going to want to reread every bit of it and make sure that it sounds perfect or as good as possible. It's very likely that you're going to want to change some things. You may want to delete or add words. You might want to rearrange sentences or phrases. You might even discover that some of it doesn't make sense and you want to rewrite a whole paragraph or more. And that's okay, because that's what good writers do. We evaluate our work and we make changes in the end. Now let's take a look at section 7 and peer review and evaluation. Once you're satisfied with your essay and it's formatted properly in your notebook, if your teacher permits, then you can use this section to evaluate your peers' essays and give feedback, and also get feedback on your essays from your peers. Your teacher will instruct you how to share your essay. You may be asked to click the share button at the top right of the page and select certain students. You may need their email addresses so that you can share with the people who you are assigned to peer evaluate with. And this will give them permission to get inside of your slide deck. They'll be able to read your essay and make edits on your rubric. You might even be asked to make a new copy of this workshop that just includes your essay and the rubric so that you don't have all of the extra slides when it comes to peer evaluation. You might be asked to email your essays to your peers, or you might be asked to share them on an LMS, a learning management system such as Google Classroom. Just follow the instructions of your teachers and you can't go wrong. Okay, you have 3 different rubrics. Your teacher may tell you which one to use, or you might be allowed to have a choice of which one you want to use. The first rubric has descriptors, and that's just the text inside these boxes that guide you and tell you what quality the writing is. So for instance, let's look at thesis statement. An excellent thesis statement, which would gain 4 points, has presents a focused and compelling claim about the literary elements in the story. But on the other hand, if the thesis statement needs improvement, it might be vague or missing, or it might not even discuss the literary elements. So you'll have to use your imagination or your knowledge and decide which of these descriptors best fit the quality of work that you're evaluating. And then you can simply drag the check mark to wherever you think is most appropriate. Additionally, if you scroll, I'm going to move this up so you can kind of see what's outside of the slides, but if you scroll to the left or to the right, you'll see that you have space. I can't fit it. There we go. You'll see that you have space that you can add additional personalized text that is feedback. You can give specific feedback about the rubric, or you can give specific feedback about the paragraphs. If you choose to use this rubric, there are no descriptors, and you'll be able to type anything that you see fit in these boxes. Please remember, be kind and be helpful. The goal is for everybody to do well, so you want to help your peer by giving polite, critical feedback, but also try to find nice things to say about their work. You would never want to hurt somebody's feelings, so just be very careful when giving feedback. And likewise, there are areas to give extra feedback on the sides of this rubric as well. And lastly, some people think this rubric is the most fun. So you can use your scroll button to go to this either the left or the right. But in this rubric, you can use drag and drop stickers. So like maybe you think their hook is excellent. You might place a sticker right here. Or maybe they didn't provide any background information in this rubric. So might give them a try again. And like always, you can add feedback on the sides. You can say anything that's necessary there. And that concludes this workshop. So I hope that you enjoy these evaluation tools. I know that you're going to write an outstanding essay. And I hope that I'll see you again in other essay workshops. I also have an argumentative, an informational, a narrative, and a constructed response workshop. So I hope to see you again soon, and I hope you enjoyed this workshop. I'm Jenny Walker from Digi Goods and Printables, ELA.